I ended up in Oklahoma in 89 or 90 and made a friend at the bus stop. And now, even though I'm highly suspicious that Seattle was the second Laurel Canyon and the resulting jam of the Pearl, thereby a product of such, um, it doesn't change the fact that all throughout high school it was my musical programming of choice. And me and this friend at one point, uh, it was like, which Pearl Jam song most reminds me of you? And, judge us however you want. We never had butt sex. uh, so we weren't gay. Um, but, and like for me, the one that reminded me of him was Tremor Christ. It's got that, the smallest oceans still get big, big waves line. And, turns the bow back toward it, drops the line, puts his faith in love and tremor cries. And now, as I go through it, I'm reminded how Vanderclay shared a tweet of Peterson getting all tremory as he talked about music. And of course, I want to tell you that that's why I like that the sun god calls life an octave, but that's off-putting for a lot. Anyway, and the song that reminded him of me the most, which was what was most interesting to me, because if nothing else, I've spent my life trying to figure myself out, kind of, sometimes through self-destructive exploration. Anyway, it was Off He Goes. And I don't know for him what the resonating line was, but for me to get where he was coming from, there's the thoughts too big for his size line. And it feels like that, because like the thoughts I had was like sitting in the basement fixing the world, right? And that's what we're going to do here today on the Grim Gris D Live Live. No, that's not D Live anymore. See, whenever you do something, remember, Embody, there is no agency. Whenever you make the pattern to do something, you wear the neuronal pathways. Like there isn't, you can't just delete them and like write new ones in their place. You have to like top down go in and put in injunctions and like, okay, when you try to do this instead. It's like you top down have to overwrite the faulty written behaviors. So like, you know, everything you do is a practice. The more you sin, like the better you get at it, and the more natural it becomes. And so unless there is like an infusion of the Holy Spirit, the washing of the blood of the Lamb, whatever, that like wipes the slate clean. Everything you have to top down reprogram. It's a big hassle. Anyway, today's episode is penetration and expression, and if you'll recall, the difference between genius, and insanity is the ability to communicate what the genius is, because otherwise you sound insane. And like, there's lots of people that I have no idea what you're saying, but I'm still following, bro. And so clearly I'm insane and often incoherent. So you're watching somebody on the internet who's insane, and that might, you know, I don't know what that says about you to you, but you know, noted. And so I, if I want to be a genius, right, I just have to like stretch this incoherence into coherence with your help, Hive Mind. That's what you're here for, right? I mean, and we're getting monkeys now. It's we have an event on Friday on the Discord, so and I didn't start it, which is wow. So come to it. It's about the we're going to talk about lady heroes. Um, because there's no lady hero journey, I guess, is sentiment in the corner, and so we're gonna talk about that on Friday night, virtually not alone style. Wait, if I go from okay, it's, uh, okay, well, this show is not at all sponsored. I have an affiliate link for Faraday beanie, but I don't think that counts because I'm not like giving you the code. However, I use the Brave browser to, and then like if you click on the ads that they shove in your desktop face, they give you a cryptocurrency called BAT, the Basic Attention Token, but you have to get on Uphold to get it. And then if you get on Uphold you can move, you can change, you can transfer it into other cryptocurrencies and play around. And here's a thing. You remember how like people would go to sports games and they'd be bored before it started, and then one guy would be like, "Whoa!" Right? And then like everybody else would be like, "Well, that's better than just sitting here." So they'd be like, "Whoa!" And then everybody would get together and they'd time it around and it'd like go all the way around. Why can't we do that with like shifting our cryptocurrency from one to another? Anyway, where we at? Where we at? We're doing penetration and expression because you're saving the world from your basement. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Um. Okay. And so. Oh wait. No. 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 We were doing the commercial. Hold on. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. What about? Oh, we didn't even do this yet. You son of a. Uh huh. Nope. Not that one. Aha. This one. Um. I've got like I clicked on this ad, and then by the time I came back to the desktop to play around some more on the computer, there was another one waiting for me to click on again. So it's a big ad campaign they have going on now for this Compass Mining. Now everyone can buy Bitcoin, and it looks like you can go in debt to play along. So don't ever do that. Watch out for that. What's going on? Bitcoin is a horrible plot that ends in a Dyson sphere around the sun because that's the most useful use of the energy to the people with means of production. Speaking of means of production, let's play Game B! Open up your wisdom centers, guys. Are you ready? Oh, shit. Savings throws. There. See, now I have the Wisdom Center top-down programming, which is a instant reminder that everybody needs savings throws against the bullshit on the internet out there today. I'm going to pretend that you all know how to play already. Here they are. So by this point, you should have chosen survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Aha! Whoa! The survivalist with a nat 20. Hello. Holy smokes. Socialist with the lucky 13. Socialist, sophists? Yes, sophists, sophiologists. You guys, nat 20 as well, and the heart is 12. It's a number of completion. I understand. It's a number of zodiacs. It's a good number, and so everybody made their savings throws. You're all going to be fine. Just relax. This is not going to hurt you in any way. You've all made your savings throws. I'm happy for you. So like here, We're watching. We're doing this. Okay, we're now starting the penetration and expression part. About halfway through the Jordan, Papa Peterson, and Joe Rogan talk, lots of good stuff in it. It's a shame it's on Spotify. I can't do commentary on it because if you try to post bits for commentary, even within fair use, it gets blocked immediately. Um, and that's there we go. That's the important part. That's the problem we're solving here today. You see, what what happened was back in like the 1920s or whatever, there was a problem of like knockoff products from China that weren't from China because we were doing it locally, and like so the people who would actually come up with stuff were getting screwed, and so they implemented all these copyright and intellectual property laws and yada 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 to try to protect the rich people, and these systems are still in effect and in place, and the intellectual property is coming out at such a fast rate now that these systems aren't designed, funded, or capable of managing it real fast. And so if you actually want to change anything about our society, we're going to have to like immediately attack and repair the copyright intellectual property situation. It's just the way of the world. Um, I could probably long form make a case for it, but instead I'm just going to give you the solution. See, we have the post office and the National Library of Congress. Okay, the National Library of Congress, like remember in that movie Wag the Dog when they inserted a song into it to make people think it had always been there? If the National Library of Congress become like if that becomes the data centers, then we could like make video depositions from home for starters. But the okay, so the post office should be the ones responsible for delivering the internet to rural locations. That saves the post office and quits. Like, why are we making Comcast and these guys richer for our national infrastructure? Why do we have privatized national infrastructure? I don't understand. Oh wait, because the government's bad. Never mind. Let's. Oh, there's a trucker thing in Canada. So a bunch of Canadians are probably going to starve until they find out the government doesn't care and won't cave, and then they replace the truckers with the self-driving ones that Elon's been selling. That's happening now. Just see, to me, if something has a certain level of mimetic penetration into the culture, like say it came across mainstream media or like has a certain number of views, then to me it's like it should be a copyright ceiling. It's like you can be defensive and protective over something until it's mimetically penetrated deep enough to be part of the cultural zeitgeist, and then it should be hands off. Then like an artist creates a work, milks it for what it's worth while he can, like the same way you guys do the drug thing. Might be a better angle. Okay, I am incoherent. Maybe I should go through these later and I don't know. Is there a Hive Mind chat to save me? Because otherwise I'm going to peter out now. I still haven't updated the Shadow Cabal production executive board. It's been a rough month. I'll tell you about it in the newsletter, guys. I promise. Patrons, I promise. I will for real. I'll get that. This newsletter is going to come out on time, damn it. All right, now you go to studio mode and let them look at this for a minute while you go over to the Zoom full and do all the chat overlay sorting. What? Oh, because I did the other. I'm sorry, everybody. That's not supposed to happen. That's okay. So in the OBS, you have the one that YouTube auto creates exists as like a default broadcast for you to select as a live stream, and because creating a stream and doing the description part is a giant. I thought maybe do better getting this stream out if I use that one, and apparently it's by default set up the chat's disabled, and so I've silenced the hive mind for this stream on accident. Sorry. I hope you had a good time anyway, and I'll catch you next time. Way to go on making those savings throws. And show up Friday on the Discord. The link's in the other videos.